guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about how to stay fit and healthy and motivated during lockdown. So obviously it's a very strange time for all of us and we can't go to the gym. Well, we can't in my country, but we are allowed outside for an hour a day, some exercise, and also obviously we can exercise in our homes. Obviously people are spending a lot of time at home as well, so they're not feeling as motivated to eat well, and it is quite hard when you're like sitting around a lot of the day and you're not busy to resist temptation and not eat as well. So in this video I want to give you some tips on how to stop that happening, how to stay fit and healthy and motivated during this time, because obviously we don't know how long this is going to go on for. So if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to click the subscribe button just below the video, and if you do like it, don't forget to give it a like. And obviously if you've got any questions or anything else that you want to add during the video, just comment below, and if you've got any feedback or anything, just comment it below as well. I'm going to go through in the video about exercise and then we're going to move on to nutrition. So my tips to stay fit and motivated during lockdown are to have a plan. So write out your week, what you're going to do each day regarding exercise, and I find having a workout split is quite helpful. So you could do like Monday is upper body, Tuesday's lower body, Wednesday's cardio, Thursday's rest day, and have it scheduled for the week so that when you get up in the morning you know each day what exercise you're going to do that day. And then leading on from that, it's also good to have a routine in lockdown. So decide whether you want to exercise in the mornings or the evenings or afternoon, and have a plan for the day so that you know like at 3 o'clock you're going to work out, or at 10 AM you're going to work out, and then when you get up in the morning you know when you're going to exercise, rather than just playing it by ear, because when you play it by ear you tend to put it off. It's just like when the gyms are open, it's good to have a plan because you know when you're going to go to the gym, you know what classes you're going to do and when you're going to work out. So having a plan and a routine is my first tip. And then going on from that, my next tip is that when you do work out, if you're doing like weights or like bands or anything like that, write your workout out before you do it. So you don't just like stand there wondering what you're going to do, go on your phone to look for ideas. Before your workout, write your workout down so you know exactly what you're doing, like on your phone or on a piece of paper, and even better if you have a little notebook to keep track of your workouts as well. So writing down your workouts before you exercise is my next tip. And my next tip is to look for inspiration. So go on YouTube, go on Instagram, there are so many home workouts that are out there at the moment. So have a look and see if you like any, save them, write them down, try and like incorporate them. And obviously if you are someone who likes classes, there are loads of online classes as well. Like loads of personal trainers are doing them either for free or like a really small price. So you can join in on like lives, there's lives on Instagram, lives on Facebook, but there are also classes on YouTube as well. So search classes that you might be interested in, follow people on Instagram that might be offering online classes. And again, when you're doing your plan for the week, you can then schedule in when you're going to be doing online classes and then when you're going to be doing workouts by yourself. And my next tip to stay fit is to try and go for a walk every day. So obviously we are allowed to go out once a day, so try and go for an hour's walk. That is actually quite a lot of steps to get in, so adding a walk every day on top of your workout should make sure that you are keeping fit and healthy. Even like a walk every day is really good for you. Just trying to get out. Obviously if it's raining you might not want to go out, but if in the nice weather, which it is in England, we are coming up to the summer, so try and embrace that and get outside. Like explore your local area, see if there's anywhere new that you can go for walks as well. But yeah, definitely take advantage of going for a walk or a bike ride every day. And my next tip is to try out some HIIT. So HIIT is high intensity interval training, and that can be really good for fat loss and like keeping healthy and keeping your strength up. And there are loads of workouts on YouTube. There's some on my YouTube channel, there's some on other people's, there's some on Instagram, and they're quite short. They're normally about 20 to 30 minutes, so if you don't really want to exercise for long or you haven't got as much time because you've got children, then HIIT's a really good way to do it, and it gets your heart rate going. And that's also quite good if you don't like running, so HIIT can be a really good source of cardio. If you're not someone who likes running or you haven't got a bike or anything like that, then HIIT can be a really good way to get your heart rate up rather than just doing weights and bands all the time. So my next tip is to try and get some, even just a small amount of equipment in, so using some bands or a kettlebell or some dumbbells, anything that will help your workout. So I know obviously like some stuff is quite expensive, but for me all I've got is bands and kettlebells, and it's amazing what you can do with just that small amount of equipment. So try and invest in something small, even, and also like a yoga mat definitely as well, so you can do like yoga, ab exercises, anything that involves being on the floor. So definitely invest in a small amount of equipment. And my next tip is, if you can, try and slowly get into running, because obviously cardio is quite difficult at the moment. Obviously I said before about HIIT, so do try and do HIIT if you can. But running, I'd advise following like an app like Couch to 5K if you're new, or following people who are runners on Instagram or YouTube, and just making sure you're doing the right warm-ups, making sure you stretch before and after running. There's like so many important things to prevent injury. Make sure you've got good trainers, but that can be a great way to get outside and also get your cardio in. So at the moment I'm doing only like 2 runs a week, but for me it's just a nice change to going for a walk. And I only do like 5.5 kilometers, but for me that's enough. That's about 30 minutes, I think. So that's quite nice, twice a week, to get outside, get the blood pumping. Running is a great way to get your exercise in at the moment. The last fitness tip of mine as well is yoga. So if you are someone who does struggle with exercise and you are really new, then yoga is a great way to get into it slowly, or like Pilates as well. If you've had any injuries recently as well, that can be a nice slow way to work yourself into exercise. And also it's something good to do to complement your weight training. Just making sure you're doing like stretches and stuff like that. Like, use the time now to improve on stretching. There are loads of yoga videos on YouTube, on Instagram, there's apps for them, so there's loads of things that you can follow for yoga. Okay, so the next tips that I'm going to go on to help stay motivated during lockdown are to do with nutrition. So similar to exercise, I'd recommend planning the week ahead, so that when you go shopping you know kind of like a baseline of your meals for the week, and therefore you can buy the right ingredients, you can eat well, so go towards the healthy recipes that you've got prepared. And if you don't want to plan too far ahead, just when you go to the supermarket, buy healthy stuff. That's my other tip, is to make sure that you don't have unhealthy stuff in your house. Obviously it's difficult if you live with other people, but maybe have like a separate cupboard or something like that, because any unhealthy foods are going to be temptation. So I don't have any unhealthy foods in my house. I don't have like any crisps, chocolate, biscuits, nothing like that. And it means that I just don't eat it because I don't have it, and because we can only go to the supermarket once a week, then I'm not going to have access to it. So I definitely recommend not buying unhealthy stuff, keeping it out of the house, and then you've only got healthy stuff to choose from. If you also don't like to meal plan too much, then another way of staying healthy during lockdown is to track. So you can download the app MyFitnessPal and track your food. So you need to weigh everything and make sure that it's all in the calculator correctly. But that is a really good way to make sure you're keeping on top of what you're eating. And if you're not sure what you should be eating calories wise, then drop me an email. It is below in the description box, and I can work out your macros for you, because you've got to remember that every person needs a different amount of calories depending on your height, your age, your daily activity, how much you exercise, what your goals are, because obviously like you might not even want to lose weight, you might want to maintain or gain weight. So drop me an email below, it's below in the description box, and I do offer that as one of my services, and I send you like a personalised macro program and information all on the different macros and why we need them in our diet. So that's my next tip. And another one is to bake healthy things. So if you do enjoy baking during lockdown, which I think a lot of people are enjoying, just choose healthier recipes. Like, there's loads of healthy brownie, cupcakes, all different sort of things that you can swap ingredients in just to make them a bit healthier. So just try and not go for packets, or the packet ones they do of brownies where you just put it all in a pan and then shove it in the oven. Try and like make it from scratch. If you've got children, obviously you can get your kids involved as well. If you go on Pinterest as well, there's loads of healthy alternative recipes as well. And another one is alcohol. So obviously some people are drinking more during lockdown because they're just bored, or you know, we've got the time now and they've got nothing else to do. But I just try and recommend to keeping your alcohol down to 1 to 2 evenings a week, and limiting how much you have, because if you are trying to stay healthy, obviously alcohol doesn't just affect you when you drink it, it affects you for the whole 24 hours afterwards. So what you eat 24 hours afterwards is metabolised differently because of the alcohol. So bear that in mind. And then also obviously alcohol is empty calories, it's just basically sugar, so your body doesn't process it well, and it will not help you stay healthy, it will not help you towards your goals. So I just try and limit it to 1 to 2 nights a week, and then when you do have it, try not to have too much as well. There are obviously alternatives, like you can get alcohol-free stuff, and you can also just have like sparkling water with some low sugar squash or something like that. A Diet Coke, which obviously though they're not the best for you, but it's still better than drinking a lot of alcohol. And another tip to stay healthy during lockdown is to drink a pint of water every morning when you wake up. This just starts the metabolism for the day, and also we don't realise, but when we wake up in the morning we are actually very dehydrated. So make sure you get that in straight away before you eat anything, before you have a coffee or a tea. Get the water in every day, and you will notice a difference. And just making sure as well that you're drinking enough water through the day, because we are at home now, so we can, it's easy. Again, that will help your metabolism, it'll help you feel full. A lot of the time we mistake hunger for food, but it's actually because we're thirsty, so just make sure that you're drinking enough water as well. So those are my tips for staying healthy and fit and motivated during lockdown. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give the video a like, and obviously if you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button below the video. I appreciate all of your support so much. I am making videos every week at the moment, and it does take a lot of time, but I obviously want to help you guys, and I've got the time now, so I might as well. But I do appreciate all of your support for you guys who do subscribe. Also, if you've got any questions, any feedback, or any other, maybe you've got some ideas of how we can stay healthy during lockdown, then just drop them in the comment box below, and I'll see you all in next week's video. Bye!